Hello my dears, this is Sarah from SheHoldsDearly.com, and today I want to show you how to make a patriotic pillow cover. First of all, you're going to need a pillow form. I love feather pillows, and I will usually get them actually at the thrift store, since that grosses people out sometimes, but I do wash them and dry them, sanitize them. If that's still you just can't do that, I would suggest going to IKEA for the best price on feather pillow inserts. And this one is about 17 by 17. Okay, then you're gonna need some fabric, and I will link this navy blue linen fabric. I love linen. I always think it turns out beautiful. That would be a great choice for a pillow cover. I went ahead and cut it into squares the size of the pillow. Then I purchased a zipper. Grab an invisible zipper in a matching color to your pillow. And I have a whole blog post on how to quickly and easily add a zipper to your pillow covers. I do think it's worth the extra 10 minutes or so to get a zipper put in a pillow cover, just because you want to be able to take your pillow covers off and clean them, and also store them from season to season. You don't want to actually store the whole pillow. You want to be able to use the pillow covers, just fold them up real tiny. Okay, from there you're going to need matching thread, a sewing machine, an iron, an ironing board, sewing scissors, so sewing paraphernalia. You'll print out your picture that you're going to put on the pillow cover. Ours is going to have a laurel wreath, and then it's gonna say in the middle, 1776 established. Then the last thing you're gonna need is this iron-on vinyl. And I got this at Joann's for $10. It's the 12" by 24", and you wanna look in the Cricut section, and it's an iron-on for fabric, so be careful you get the right one. There's a lot of options. All right, so let's get started. We're gonna first of all start by cutting out our wreath and our letters and numbers. I've unrolled my iron-on vinyl, and I've cut out, I didn't cut that out. I'm gonna take an X-Acto knife and get that at the very end when I cut the vinyl. But this is half of my wreath. I'm gonna turn it over so it's face down, and then I'm just gonna trace it with a pin real carefully and cut it out. At that point, we're almost done. All right, so the shiny side is gonna be up, which the first time you iron it is a little nerve-wracking because you feel like it's gonna melt onto your iron, but it won't, I promise. And I'm gonna have these two ends meet so that it looks like the little branches are crossing. I like that. Okay, now comes the fun part. This is where you peel off that shiny plastic. All right, one thing I will say is that I wish I would have ironed everything first before peeling off the plastic, because I'm noticing that if I get sort of into the area that I've already removed the plastic from, I felt like I was kind of melting, like I was changing the texture over here of the already exposed leaf. So go ahead and lay it out how you want, iron it all down, and then peel off your plastic. I think that's a better method. All right, that's it. I'm gonna peel off the rest of my plastic top film, and then we're going to add in our zipper and stitch around the edges. I've opened up my zipper. I'm going to iron it flat. I'll also link the blog post where I share this, but just to save you some time, I'll show you what I'm doing. So I iron that flat and I unzip it. Now this is the tricky part, and I've screwed this up so many times, it's embarrassing. You want to pin the right side of the zipper to the right side of one of your fabric pieces. And since I know that this one is the right side, I'm gonna go ahead and do this first. And let's put the zipper on the bottom so that when it's sitting there, you don't see the zipper. So there's the right side of one piece. And this is an invisible zipper, so it looks like that when it's done, and it's gonna be hidden like that. So this is the right side of our zipper. You're going to put the top side of that down. So this other part is hanging down onto the fabric. Pinning it into place. Now, the store didn't have a zipper big enough. Ideally, I like to buy a zipper that actually hangs off about a 1/2 inch on each side of my pillow. So I'm just gonna have to have a seam here, and I'll kind of like tuck this end down inside the pillow. Okay, so we're ready to go over to the machine now. I need to change out my thread and also put a zipper foot on. I have the piece of fabric with the image on it facing me, and here's what your zipper looks like. Now take the piece of fabric that fits on top and layer it on, just so you can get this straight in your head, and it's gonna look like this. And this is where the zipper is gonna go. I'm just gonna fold it down and work with it that way. All right, this is what it looks like. Now I'm gonna stitch the other 3 sides. So I'm going to zip up the zipper, and I need to leave about 4 inches because at the end I have to reach in and turn this thing inside out. Do not zip your zipper all the way up. Now, if you're confident in your sewing abilities, you can skip the pinning part, but if not, I'm gonna go ahead and say to just pin the 2 sides together so you don't have to worry about them getting misaligned as you work. And I'm gonna use a 1/2 inch seam allowance.